Hey, what's going on? So, I decided that I would make an NFL 2022 prediction video. So I used the website Playoff Predictors, where I went through every single game of the season, and then I got a record for each team. I could have done playoffs as well, but I chose not to. I can do playoffs after the regular season. I think that's what I'm going to do playoffs after the regular season, and I can make an NFL playoff prediction video as well when that comes, but I chose not to do playoffs for this specific video because it's just too early to go into playoffs. So if I have your team doing poorly, then I've got to say that I'm sorry. It's just my respectful opinion. And if you disagree, then kill me respectfully. Yeah. So we're going to go by each division, I think. So we'll start out with the AFC North. I tried not letting my fandom of a team get in the way of predictions, but it may have with the Bengals prediction. I'm not sure, but I have them going 13-4, just above the Browns. I've got to say also with the Browns, this is not taking into account a potential Deshaun Watson suspension. This is if Deshaun plays. I have him going 13-4. He may get suspended though, so if he does get suspended, then I definitely don't see him going 13-4. But yeah, this is how the AFC North goes, in my opinion. Bengals win at 13-4, but they're tied with the Browns. Then the Ravens go 9-8. Steelers, I don't think they'll be that great, but I do think that they're honestly going to be a little better than 6-11. This is just going game by game. So that's how I ended up having it go, but I don't think they're going to be very good. Now we're going to go to the AFC West, which was absolutely crazy. I had the Chargers going 13-4. Then the Chiefs, Broncos, and Raiders all going 11-6. That would be insane. Like, I feel bad for the Broncos and Raiders going 11-6 and not even making the playoffs. Like, that's insane. And then, now, the next two AFC teams, I got the Bills going 13-4, winning that division pretty easily. And then the Dolphins going 9-8, Patriots 7-10. I don't think they're a great team, and they have a tough schedule as well. So I have them going 7-10. Jets going 2-4, or not 2-4, sorry, 5-12. I think they'll be a little bit better than last season, but still not great. So that's where that comes from. And I think the Dolphins, I think they'll just miss out on the playoffs, honestly. I think they'll be a bit inconsistent, but I do think that they'll at least be a lot more fun to watch this year with Tyreek Hill. But as you can see, I don't see it contributing to more wins. It might, though. These predictions definitely aren't going to be 100% correct, but it's what I have for each game. Now we have the AFC South with the Colts going 11-6, Titans also going 11-6. This has the Colts just above the Titans on some tiebreaker, even though both their division records are 5-1. I'm not sure what the next tiebreaker is. Is it like strength of schedule or conference record? I'm not sure. But whatever the case, this has the Colts just above the Titans, even though they have the exact same record in both overall and division. Then the Jaguars 4-13, a little bit improved over last year. Texans aren't a good team. I see them going 2-15. Now we're going to go back up here to the NFC South. I have the Bucs winning the division, 13-4. Really good team. So definitely have them winning the division. Then Saints. I think the Saints are a lot better, and I think they'll compete with the Bucs for the NFC South. Also, another team that I'm a fan of is the Saints. So I honestly think that this is what they're gonna do. Even if I put like my fan bias aside, like I definitely see them going 10-7. Now Falcons and Panthers, they're not very good, so I don't have them doing very good. NFC West, we have the Rams still winning the division, 12-5. Good team. I don't think they're quite as good as last year when they won the Super Bowl, but they're still a great team, and I still think they're going to win the division. Then the Niners, 9-8, just barely making it into the playoffs. Good team, but still just barely getting in because they got a tough schedule. Cardinals, they're 9-8. I just don't think that they've really improved any in the offseason, and they've got a lot of drama with DeAndre Hopkins, then the Kyler Murray stuff. I don't know if Kyler Murray's really a great leader, so that's why I have them having a bit of a regressment from last season. Then the Seahawks, they lost Russell Wilson. I don't believe in Drew Lock. I have them going 3-14. Now down to the NFC East. I've got the Cowboys winning the division at 12-5, but the Eagles pushing for the division at 11-6, so just below the Cowboys. But they make it into the playoffs at 11-6. Then Washington, I don't really believe in Carson Wentz that much. I did going into Indy, but he really last year showed that he's not that great of a leader, and so I've lost all my faith in Carson Wentz. So I don't see the Commanders, that's who they are now, doing very well. Now the Giants, they're not very good. I don't believe in Daniel Jones. I don't see him doing very well this season. Now, the NFC North, I've got the Packers at 10-7. They're a good team, mainly because of Aaron Rodgers, though. You know, they didn't really do much in terms of helping out Aaron Rodgers with the receivers in the offseason. So, I mean, of course they're going to be a good team, but I don't see them doing quite as well as last year. But still, they're going to be a good team for sure. Next, the Vikings at 8-9. Honestly, a lot of people are saying that the Vikings are going to do a lot better this year. I don't see it. I don't believe in Kirk Cousins. And I mean, I haven't really seen any big moves that they made in the offseason. And they didn't do that great last year. And with all the other teams improving, I just don't see the Vikings doing very well. Even though some people say that they're going to be a lot better than last year, I don't see it. Now I have the Lions. I think that the Lions are going to do better than a lot of people expect. Obviously, I don't see them doing anything crazy, but 7-10, respectable for the Lions. Because I think that they're a much better team than last year, and I really like their head coach, Dan Campbell. There's something about him. He has passion for sure. So I think that they're gonna win some games. They're not gonna do terrible, but nothing great either, because they're still not a great team. But best of luck for them in the future. I believe in Dan Campbell, though. Now the Bears, 3-14. I don't think the Bears are going to be very good. Justin Fields, I think he can be a good quarterback in the future, but right now the Bears don't have anything. They don't have an O-line. They've got a pretty good defense, but they also did lose Khalil Mack. And so, yeah, I don't think the Bears are going to be very good at all. So, that's about it for my NFL predictions. Let me know what you think. Of course, not all of you are going to agree, but just disagree respectfully, of course. Like, if it's not respectfully, then what kind of person are you? Terrible one. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.